Hello there, what's up? How are we doing today? So you've got to that point where you're actually thinking of launching your business. Your idea is ready to blow. Your business is going to be the next big thing. I'm excited for yourself. For you to actually succeed, there are certain things you need to know, and I'll be helping you share these things so you can actually succeed in your journey. The idea is one thing, but the business itself is another thing. So I'm willing to share my experience based on the fact that I've actually faced these challenges myself. Before I start sharing these things, I will encourage you, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell and smash the like button. Now, the first on my list will be for you to have a sales skill. You see, so many people actually have an idea, but they don't know how to sell that idea. You need to have that experience on how to close deal. You need to know how to sell your product. You need to know how to sell your idea. Now, if you've not sold before, or if you've never done anything about sales before, you can actually go take up courses, read articles, learn how to sell. Like for myself, when I launched my business, I launched my business with the backing of over 10 years of sales experience. Now, the second thing is for you to have it at the back of your mind that not everyone is your customer, and this includes your family and your friends. Your family and your friends, most especially, they are not your customer. Don't count them as part of the customer. Even if they do buy from you, they're one in a million people out there. Let strangers be your asset, because the strangers will be the people that will patronize your business. The strangers will be the one that will take your business to the next level. Your family and friends may not need your product. They may not require the product. So instead of you feeling down, feeling gloomy, feeling sad that your family or your friends are not buying from yourself, you should take them away from the business. Relate with them like family and friends. If they need to buy from you, fine. If they're not buying from you, fine. All you should just focus on is getting that deal from the people out there, because your family and friends, they're just one in a million people out there. So all you need to do is to get the million, get more people to buy. Do not actually rely on your family and friends. So not everyone will buy from you. That's the second thing you should know. Now, the third thing I want you to understand is that you should be ready to do the work yourself. Now, I see some people actually launch a business and they're not in that business. A new business, you've actually sat down, you've thought of the idea, you've made your business plan, you know how much that business is to bring in, and yet you will not want to be part of that business. Instead, you'd rather work a 9 to 5 and get someone to actually grow your business for you. Now, the way this person will grow your business is not the same way when you put in the work yourself. It's not the same way when you decide to actually work your business yourself. So many businesses actually do close down, because by the time they start, their projection is that in 6 months I should hit this X amount of money, and in 6 months they are nowhere near that goal because they are not even in the business. They are not even seeing the challenges the business is actually going into. Look at the big businesses. If Bill Gates was not in Microsoft would not be where it is today. If Mark Zuckerberg is not actually in Facebook will not be what it is today. Same thing with Steve Jobs. If he wasn't with Apple will not be the global brand that it is today. Most people that actually set up a business, they work in their business. You need to get your hands dirty. You need to know everything. You are the founder of that business. You are the originator of that business. You are the creator of that business. You need to be part of your business. You need to be in the story of the business. For example, myself, in my business, I do the labor job. If you see me out there on a Saturday, I'm out there setting up my keys, doing the tents, doing everything, making sure that I fix everything, that everything is working great. Make sure that I have the weight, I have all those bits and pieces, give direction, talk to my colleague that is working that we're working together, and we'll make sure that everything is right. Then on a Monday, I'm sitting in front of my computer. I'm actually responding to emails. I'm actually doing marketing plan. I'm actually doing everything that needs that business to get the next client that we're looking for. And as soon as we get that, I'm there to do it. I do everything that concerns my business. I drive the van. If there's anything I need to do, I do it. I buy the product. I do everything myself. It's not that we cannot get people to do this, but I get myself involved, getting everything, know the market, knowing who we are buying from, where we're buying, at what price we are buying, know the marketing goals. I designed my website myself. I'm doing the marketing myself. Everything I'm doing myself. You need to get your hands dirty. You need to be ready to do the work and find a customer. So when you have an idea of what your business is all about, you can then sit back 2 years, 3 years later, 5 years later, after the business is well structured and well positioned. You can sit back and let people do the job. At that point in time, you have an idea what the business is all about. You have an idea where the business is actually going to. You have an idea that when someone is saying that market is not moving well, you know that no, at this time of the year, the market should be down. At this time of the year is our peak period. So you need to face all these things yourself. That's why you need to be ready to do the work. You need to know how the business operates, the functionality of the business. Nobody will drive your business the best way you can. Now, the fourth one is you having a good customer service skill. You need to be customer focused. Your customer service need to be on point, especially when you're just starting. You need to find out that you need to know everything about your customer. Not even knowing everything about your customer, you can 70% of your customer. You don't just sell the product and let the customer go. You need to give after sales service, especially at the start where you don't have a big customer database. You have like few customers. Whatever product they buy, if you can actually get their details, their number, or you know them personally, you can actually call up on them and find out how the product is, like how they felt about the product. Did they use, like my business here, the event space, when we set up Marquee, we go. By the time we finish setting up, they tell us, oh, this is lovely, this is fine. Now, we're setting up for their guests, for their event. So once we finish setting up, we walk away. The next time I'm coming to pick my tent or my marquee from the customer, I try to find out, I relate to them. So how was the event? How was the stuff? And you get 90% of the time, not 90% to be honest. To be honest, I just don't want to blow the trumpet, but 100% of the time is, wow, it was the guests that loved it. They loved it. Yeah, there may be one or two issues, like for example, they were, oh, the heating was not powerful enough, or the heating was not really great, or it turned off the light in the house. But aside that, every other thing was good. Then I have it at the back of my mind, okay, the heating wasn't great. It helped me fix that in the next case. Now, why am I doing this? I'm doing this because I want a relationship. I want them to understand that I cherish them, that I'm not just there to take their money, but I also want to make sure that they're happy with the product, that they're happy with my service. So at the end of the day, when I leave, they'll be like, oh, this guy, he did not just come and pick his stuff and go. He's even asking how the product is, how we enjoy the product. So it rings at the back of the mind. Then it helps with more business, because what happens is that if they see that you care about this, they'll be like, oh, this really happened. Don't worry, next time I'll fix this. You've given them a signal. You've given them an opportunity that next time he will fix. So they will not be thinking about, oh, this was not working, so I'll look for someone else. So then you've told them that next time I'll fix this. So when they're coming you next time, they expect you to come in the they expect you to come prepared. So that's just the concept there. That's why you need that customer service. You need to relate, because once they see that you care about them and not just about the money, they will relate more with yourself. And aside that, they will also refer people to yourself, because I've got referrals that way. I've got people call me up and like, oh, I needed to set up. Then I was in a party somewhere and I saw your tent. I love the setup and I love everything that's there. And I spoke to them that who supplied, and they gave they gave me your number. So that's another thing you can do. Once you have this good relationship with your customer, you care about them, you show after sales service, it will help you go a long way. So the fifth step is for you to understand that the first 6 months, the very first 6 months, 3 to 6 months of your business will be a very difficult time for yourself. Like, you'll just be spending money and you'll not be getting the returns that you expect, because that's what business is all about. The very first 6 months, it's a tough time because people do not know you at this particular time. People cannot actually relate with yourself. They don't know your business. You need to do a whole lot of marketing. You need to spend a whole lot of money to get your business name out there for people to know. You need to spend a whole lot of time to get your product for people to actually know you. So the first 6 months is the most challenging period for every startup in the first year, the first 6 months. You need to push at this particular time. You need to persevere. You need to double down on your work. You need to make sure that your products are actually going out. Now, I'm talking from experience. Like in my business, the first 6 months when we launched in April. May was a peak period in the industry where people should buy product from ourselves. However, in my case, in May, we're struggling to actually get one customer, a single customer, because at that time nobody knew us, nobody knew what business we're into. Even if you search for the product we were carrying, we won't pop up in Google search. So people did not actually know us, and the target was that, okay, in December we should have a case. We should have built a case for ourselves for people to actually use our service. And it did happen in December, where we started getting the customers and we started getting bookings for the following year from that moment onward. So one thing I want you to understand is that in the very first 6 months, it will be difficult, it will be tough, you will be spending and you won't be generating as much. However, persevere. Push, double down, motivate yourself in that particular period, and you'll find out that once you exceed that 6 months, things will start working good for yourself, as long as you've done all your homework and you followed all the whole process. So that's it for this video. If you're new to my channel, I'll encourage you, please subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and smash the like button. And do not forget, share this video. Get more people to join this community so we help more business-minded people succeed in their journey. Have a wonderful one. Bye now.